Hey guys, so I see a lot of people streaming directly from their Xboxes. So what I wanted to do today is I wanted to make a video real quick on just how you can stream from your Xbox with a webcam. That way people could see you whenever you're on stream. Now I have a small Twitch channel that I'm trying to grow, obviously. I'm working on this YouTube channel as well. And I know as far as like a Twitch user goes, whenever I'm scrolling through streams, the ones that I typically stop by, if it's not somebody that stopped in my stream or that I met in somebody else's stream, if it's just I'm scrolling and browsing, because I'll go to people that have 0 viewers and I'll scroll through, I typically go right past the ones that don't have a cam. And the ones that have a camera set up where I can actually see who I'm interacting with on the other side are the ones that I stop by. So you're probably missing out on a lot of people that are just browsing by because they don't see a camera and they just see gameplay. And a lot of times people are stopping there so they can interact with the streamer themselves, and they like to put a face to that. So with that said, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to my channel, hit the little notifications bell so you know when I post new videos. Go ahead and give this video a like if it's something that was able to help you out. Share it with a friend if you know somebody that streams directly from their Xbox and would like to have a webcam. Okay, so we're here on the home page for Xbox. The first thing you need to do is get the Twitch app. So I'm going to go ahead and go down here to the store, and I'll just go to search here and start typing in Twitch, and you can see it pops up. Go ahead and grab Twitch for free. Got it. Okay, so then it's going to install it. Only going to take a minute. Not even a minute. That's super quick. Okay, so it's ready to start. We'll go ahead and hold to open. All right, so once you're in here, you're going to have to go ahead and sign into your account. Up here at the top, tells you to go to www.twitch.tv/activate and then put in this code that it gives you. Now I'm covering up some of the code here with my camera, but it doesn't matter because you're going to get your own code. So I'll go ahead and get logged in now. I'm just going to use my phone. Okay, so you can see that I'm logged in here. This is a test account. This is not my main account that I actually stream with, but I'll use this for test streams and stuff like that to make video content like this. But I'm going to go ahead and go up and we'll go to broadcast. Okay, so now it has a few different things here. Okay, so your destination is going to be Twitch. And you can see that the camera position says no camera. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to plug in a USB webcam that I have. It's just a cheap one. I think it was less than $40 on Amazon or something whenever I got it. I will put a link to that in the description below, and you can see that it works. But I think Xbox works with most USB cameras. This one I know will work for sure. So that's the one I'm going to put the link to. So let's go ahead and plug it in. Okay, and you can see that I just plugged it directly into the front of the Xbox. Okay, and it took a minute for it to recognize it. It may have had to install a driver. I don't know. It didn't really give me any indication, but it did take a good probably 30 seconds for that to recognize the camera. So now I can select this camera position. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that. And you can see the options that you have here. You have bottom left, center bottom, bottom right, center right, top right, center top, top left, center left. So whatever you prefer. You can see here the video that I'm making. I have it on the right hand side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do center right, and I will select that as my camera position. Okay, the broadcast bar position I will leave at the bottom right, and then you can see right here that if you're in a party chat, that you can mute it. Game chat you can mute, stuff like that. Okay, and then you have your bitrate here. Your bitrate is going to be determined based off of your internet quality. So if your upload speed is 3 megabits per second, 1500 is in kilobits per second. So basically that's 1.5 megabits per second for your upload speed. So you're going to want to do a speed test at speedtest.net. I'll put a link to that in the description below to see what your upload speed is before you set this number. I wouldn't max it out for your upload speed. I would try to stay around half of that, but you can try to push the limits of what your ISP is giving you. Okay, and if you don't want to go to speed test and do it that way, you can actually hit this automatic over here and it'll do a speed test for you and then automatically set your bit rate. Okay, so then it says my stream resolution is actually 1080p. It automatically set it to 6500. Okay, and then you want to enter a title for your stream. So we're just going to name this test. You can set a language here if you want. I'm English. Okay, guys, so the first time my camera actually froze on me, and I think that's because I had my resolution and stuff up too high. Let it do it automatically. but I feel like it was pushing my internet at 6500 bitrate. It should just scale back and keep on going, but my camera did freeze. So I went back and I changed some of these settings. The bitrate here, I changed to 4500. And then the stream resolution, I made 720p. Honestly, if people are watching on their phone or any kind of smaller screen, they're not going to really be able to tell the difference between 720p and 1080p anyway. And if it's something that's pushing your internet, you don't want to do it. I also tested this, and my game was still kind of loud, even at 80%. So I'm actually going to drop that down to 50%, and we're going to go ahead and try that. I'll leave my party chat and my microphone up all the way, and then I'll go ahead and start the stream. Okay, so right now what you see is me through a USB webcam connected directly to my Xbox Series X. The audio that you hear is my microphone on my headset. This is a HyperX Cloud Alpha. It does sound nice and clear, at least it should sound nice and clear whenever I look back at this. One thing I do notice is streaming directly from console is that the camera that you see versus the audio that you hear from me speaking have a delay to them. I don't know if there's any settings in Twitch to do that, but I didn't see any kind of offset that you can set in the console settings itself. I know in OBS you can set an offset for your audio if those aren't matching up. I obviously, if I grab this video, I can line it up in my video editing software, but that doesn't help whenever you're live streaming. But regardless, it's still better to see a face with a little bit of delay on audio than to not see a face at all. The point of this video is to show you how simple it is, and that USB webcams are really kind of cheap. You know, it doesn't have to look spectacular, but to be able to put a face to a streamer that you're seeing on the other side is such an important part of streaming. I'm still a very small streamer, but I have a bunch of scenes and stuff set up that I can go back to a chatting scene and everything else. But I capture my gameplay through a capture card and I stream through OBS.live on my computer. You're not going to be able to set up different scenes and stuff like that, but at least you can get your face in front of somebody so they can see who they're chatting with on the other side. And one way that you can measure that is any big time streamer, if that's what you want to become. I mean, it doesn't matter if you want to or not. Maybe you just enjoy doing it. It's fine. Maybe you just enjoy playing video games and you figure might as well stream while I do it. But if you want to grow, if you look at any of the big streamers, I mean, they all have their face on camera. Some of them don't really do chatting scenes. I mean, I do see some bigger streamers that just have like this scene here, the gameplay scene. But eventually you're going to want to step that up a little bit and get into different types of scenes and stuff. In addition to that, you can start to add like overlays and stuff to your streams if you're streaming through a PC. Now I understand not everybody has a PC, and this is kind of like, hey, I want to stream. How do I do that at the minimum budget as possible? I already have the console, right? It already has the Twitch app, right? I can stream directly from it. So the best thing you can do to upgrade your stream at that point is just to get a cheap USB webcam so somebody can see your face and you're good to go. Okay, so back over here on the computer. Essentially, I just did that stream. I'm going to go ahead and back out of my gameplay entirely. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go home. I'm going to go back to Twitch here, and I'm going to stop streaming. Okay, so I have no idea if that stream looked good or not while I was doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on to Twitch, and I'm going to look at the gameplay, and I'm going to download it to my computer. Okay, and for me to be able to see that video up on Twitch, don't forget you have to enable the store pass broadcast, which Twitch did change recently. So the video that I'm going to put a link to, it is a little bit different, but take a look at the description and the pinned comment. And that gives a new description on where it's actually located versus where I show you in the video. But you do have to enable that before you start streaming, not after you start streaming. It does not enable your broadcast, or it does not store your broadcast after the fact. You have to enable that before you stream, and then it will save your streams from that point forward. Okay, that wraps it up for this video. Hopefully this is able to help somebody out. I appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Not even worth it. Oh!
Oh, you You downed him.
Oh!
Assist.
I could barely see that guy. Got him.